Diabetes can actually produce an array of symptoms, which may depend on either the severity of the disease or even just the complexity of the patient's other diagnoses. These symptoms can include the following: increased thirst, frequent urination, extreme hunger, unexplained weight loss, ketones in the urine, fatigue, irritability, blurred vision, slow healing wounds, and frequent infections. So, I just kind of want to dive in and explain some of these symptoms a minute. So, in order to understand these symptoms, we should have a general understanding of one other concept, and that concept is osmosis. Osmosis is a process by which molecules of a solvent tend to pass through a semi permeable membrane. In most cases, the solvent is water. And semi permeable just means that some stuff can pass through it, but not everything. Our cells and most tissues are semi permeable in the exact same way. So, dehydration, thirst, frequent urination are due to osmosis. When glucose levels are high in the blood, water moves from the cells to the blood, and that is just to try to balance some of those high levels. And as a result, we get dehydration in the cells. That dehydration kind of triggers a hormonal response that leads to you feeling thirsty. And additionally, the excess water in the blood causes increased filtration in the kidneys, and as a result, more urine is produced. When insulin becomes less effective or is not present, insulin dependent cells are unable to get the glucose that they need to make energy. As a result, they have to change the way that they make energy, and the lack of energy production overall is going to lead to fatigue. When they do this, when they switch the method of energy production, they do so to a method that does not require glucose. Oftentimes, this involves breaking down fats to produce energy. By breaking down fats, we are still able to get those important molecules such as carbon dioxide, water, and ATP just like we do from glucose. And when your body relies on breaking down fat, you tend to lose significant amounts of weight. And this is really the basis of the ketosis diet. If you've ever heard of ketosis, this is the basis of it, is trying to deprive your body of carbohydrates or glucose so that it switches to that fat burning way of making energy. However, when you do this, this method also creates unhealthy byproducts such as ketone molecules and lactic acid. Ketones are a group of molecules with a ketone body. It just simply describes a particular component to the molecule. The ketone molecules are harmful in larger amounts as they can be very acidic. So when they get released into the blood, it causes the blood to become more acidic as well. And additionally, lactic acid getting into the blood perpetuates this just the same. Acid in the blood can lead to organ damage, organ failure, and eventually death. Now, we do have a mechanism called the buffer system that allows us to kind of fight off some of this acid, but when that buffer system gets overwhelmed, your blood drops in pH extremely fast, and a lot of times it's really hard to recover from that.